Hey, happy Thursday. I'm Clover Thursday, and welcome back to my channel. I could not resist. I had to do a fan art of DollMotion's incredible characters. I've always super admired the art of the doll customization community in general, and it's inspired me enough to even purchase my own secondhand dolls and some supplies of my own. I really hope one day I can put them to use and look less like a serial killer to my friends and family. Yeah. For those who don't know, DollMotion is a toy and doll customizer and stop motion animator here on YouTube. Taking dolls and usually practically rebuilding them, and on top of that, usually has stop motion skits and intros and outros to show off the character, and they're usually super cute or super funny. She also has an expansive and interesting cast of original characters for her stop motion series called Divus, which you can watch on her channel. What I'm saying is go check out her channel. I mean, maybe not quite this second, but after this video. So today I'm drawing her fox Divus, Vulpini, and her mysterious Bakaniko girlfriend, Kaiyo. It was hard to pick who to draw first, and believe me, I have quite a few sketches of a lot of the other characters, but I really wanted to draw these two first because, you know, I'm a weeb. I think what I admire most about her work is how she managed to create such interesting and endearing characters while pushing character design, not necessarily just plunking cat ears and tails on otherwise humanoid characters. From older characters with more animalistic limbs, pushing animal faces and various details like body type and age and like very distinct styles that a lot of characters subscribe to. It's just a wonderfully diverse cast, and it's just so awesome, and you need to watch it. I've got some speculation on these characters and what will happen next in this series, but I won't spoil. You can come to your own conclusions. As usual, though, we're starting off with a pencil sketch, which I'm inking. Right from the get-go, Kai's face was giving me a bit of trouble. My goal is to keep this simple and flat and graphic, and I don't know, I just find doing things simply and graphically takes me way longer than I think it's going to take every time, without fail. So that wasn't super fun, I guess, but I am like happy with the general ink work. Again, me fighting with Kai's face. I think I just wanted to sort of perfect it. I don't usually do like sort of anthropomorphic characters all that much, so this was a really fun thing for me to do. Again, not sort of resorting to plunking ears and a tail on a character and calling it a day, but like really like thinking like, oh, like paying attention to those like animal structures that DollMotion spends time actually like molding into her characters. I also wanted to kind of play around with the overall shape of the drawing because it was going to be so graphic. I wanted it to be self-contained and not have Vulpini's legs just sort of end and be there, so that was a cool thing. And as you can see, as I'm filling in the base shape, I did step back and take some time to look at what the negative shape looked like, and I thought it looked pretty good. And this was like a neat trick I kind of learned from a Drawfee video, actually, which like I always like had the color different from the background, but I usually went the subject was darker and the background was lighter, but I decided to inverse it just to see if there's like, outside spots I missed when flatting it, and it worked really well. I think like flipping between the two actually is super helpful. And I had to add Vulpini's many hairpins accessories. Though I think she's like kind of dressed down in this situation. I think that's also what I really like. There's a lot of the characters have their very own very distinct sense of style, which I really love. Like Vulpini is totally into Japanese fashion, Decora-K, more is more, which I always thought was really cool. And I also really love how a lot of characters have many different outfits they wear on a day-to-day basis. I always think that's a fun detail. I remember growing up and like watching cartoons and stuff, and I was always like, why are they always wearing the same thing? Do they just have like multiple versions of the one outfit? And now we're finally going into flatting colors. We're actually just coloring because we're not doing any shading. I was determined to be like, nah, I'm gonna keep everything flat-ish. As I put a bit of a gradient on like Vulpini's markings and whatnot, but otherwise I didn't want to go with the shading. Nah, that's dumb. Why? Why not, I guess, is really the question. Just felt like being flat today, or that day. And this is probably something you'll see a little later in the video, but when Kaiyo is a black cat, which is totally cool and fine, but her face started to look like a black hole because her eyes were closed, and I wasn't committing to any sort of shading to pop out our features, really. So I had to go back and fiddle with that, but I'll talk about that a little later. So I did have reference for the characters off to the side, like I pulled some pictures of the dolls off the internet, or just skulked DollMotion's Instagram, just to try and like keep up with the colors and whatnot. But of course, like even with Kaiyo, I think I took some artistic license. I didn't make her a completely black cat. I made her kind of a very dark purple to like be like, yeah, she's a dark black cat, but also I don't want all my line work to vanish and her to become a big shape. I also took some artistic license on her kimono and kind of just drew my own sort of pattern instead of following the pattern of her kimono to a T. And again, Vulpini's outfit was sort of just of my own machinations because DollMotion puts her in so many other different outfits, so I was like, oh, you know, this is something Vulpini would probably wear, so there you go. But yeah, I definitely tried to like ideas of like markings and stuff. I wanted to get that accurate. And I gotta say, like, doing Vulpini's outfit was like super fun. But yes, here I had decided, I was like, Kaiyo's face is just too much of a black hole, so I kind of just added a bit of color on her lip. I started drawing in her eyes because I was like, a really good way of adding color and variance to her face is to have her eyes open, because she's got these stunning cat eyes. So I decided to give her an open eye expression. And honestly, I liked it a little. Like, I thought the closed eye was really cute, but I think Kaiyo strikes me as a kind of like intense individual in the best way possible, so I feel like she would want to kind of stare into the eyes of her partner, you know, or stare intently at her partner. That's my justification. I also had a lot of fun going back and drawing all the little details and extra patterns and colors on Vulpini's outfit. If you've seen a couple of my past videos, my Kawaii Klub video, which, you know, I will provide a link to it or stick it in an eye or a card or whatever YouTube does nowadays if you want to see that video. But it's I have very much enjoyed drawing sort of like colorful beads, decor K kind of stuff, so this was a fun time, and this is that's probably the reason I'm just like, yeah, I'm gonna draw these ladies first. And although I'm not doing any like shading, you know me, I love my gradients. So I was playing around with them and just sort of messing around and seeing, like, you know, what kind of interesting like lighting effects I could do. And also it kind of made me decide of what color I actually wanted that background to be. So I'm playing around a lot with that, and going into the line art folder and just adding more color to Vulpini's hairpins and the decorations on her face. But anyways, that is the drawing, and I had a lot of fun doing it, and amazing artwork inspires more artwork. Congrats on making it to the end of the video. Thanks so much for watching. Let me know if you're an admirer or a member of the one of the kind community. And if you'd like to see more videos from me, subscribe and hit that bell. I have a new video up every Thursday at some time during the day. And I'll leave links to DollMotion's channel and Instagram in the description box below because I'm still figuring out end cards and I'm not sure if I can do that. If you want to check out me drawing more Decora K-esque stuff, you can check out my Kawaii Club sticker set video here. And if you want to know what I'm up to between video uploads, follow my social media links down below. I also have a shop if you'd like to support me, and follow the shop's Instagram to know like when I actually put half the stuff I work on this channel online. So thanks so much for watching, guys. Take care. I'll see y'all next week. Bye.